Awesome.
All right. Well, hi everyone. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to join us this evening. This is our health, wealth, and happiness call, and we do run this call the first Tuesday of every month, and it is truly one of my favorite calls that we do. But just to introduce myself, my name is Stacy King, and I am a physical therapist, Pilates instructor, personal trainer, a mom, a wife, and I have been with the Juice Plus company for almost 3 years now. And the purpose of our call tonight is just to give us a little inspiration and a little hope about who we are, what we're all about, what we're trying to create in this crazy hectic world. We named this call Health, Wealth, and Happiness because when we are healthy, we are happier generally, right? It never feels good to be sick. And when we have our health, we actually have internal wealth, right? It doesn't have to be physical health, but this business can also bring you wealth. When you have your health and you have some wealth and you're doing the things you want to do in life, I think we can all admit that we're all probably just a little bit happier, right? So we're here to make this world a little bit better place. So tonight, what you're going to do and what you're going to listen to is stories of inspiration about the products, as well as what this business can mean for you and what it has meant for other people who are joining us this evening. So we just would like for you to keep an open ear, keep an open mind, just listen. If there's something that resonates with you during the call, feel free to get back to the person who invited you, or if there's somebody who you are thinking about, whether this can help and affect someone's health in a better way or their wealth in a positive way, then please feel free to share this call to those individuals. So we're gonna take this call right now, and we're gonna talk about our products. Because every business has a product that stands behind it, and Allison is going to take the call away and talk about our amazing products.
Awesome. Thank you, Stacy. So yes, my name's Allison Fitzpatrick. I have been with the Juice Plus company now for a little over 3 years. I am a mom of 2 high schoolers, and I have a lovely husband who I've been married to for 20 years. And as Stacy said, I'm super excited to talk to you guys tonight about the Juice Plus products, because we all know that behind a good business are products that work, and we've become so passionate about these products because of the impact that it's had on not only our lives but also the lives of our friends and family. So I'm gonna keep this super simple because that's what our products are. They're just really simple products. And so these are basically our biggest product here. These are our plant powders. We have 3 blends. We have the fruit, the veggie, and the berry. So the red, the purple, and the green. And basically what these are, I'll grab one, but basically what these are 30 raw vine ripened fruits, vegetables, and berries. This is what they look like here. They're plant powders. So we're all familiar with the term farm to table, right? We always want to eat fresh. We want to eat farm to table. These are actually farm to capsules. So what the company does is they work with small to mid-sized farms where they grow non-GMO produce. They're picked at their peak of ripeness when they're packed with the most nutrition. They're pulverized down, so you're getting the entire fruit, vegetable, you're getting the entire fruit and vegetables. So the peel, the rind, the seeds, the stems, you get absolutely everything, most of what we normally don't eat, right? And then they're dried at a really low temperature. So it basically takes all the water and the sugars out of it and maintains all of the nutrients. So because it's coming from a farm, it's actually real food. So you can see on here on our bottles, if I can show you here, they actually come with a nutrition label, so a real food label, rather than a vitamin or a supplement label that you might be used to. And because it's real food, it's actually safe for everyone. So it's safe for kids, it's safe for nursing and pregnant moms, it's safe for elderly. Absolutely anyone can take Juice Plus. Now, these are not meant to replace fruits and vegetables, but what we do know is we're supposed to be getting this rainbow of, 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. And we also know, with the busy lives that we live these days, and also the lack of quality of our food, that it's really hard to get in the amount of servings that we need. And if you're an athlete, you work out, you're a runner, you're a CrossFitter, whatever, those servings actually go up from up to about 16 to 20. So it's really hard to get in everything that we need. So what Juice Plus does is it actually bridges the gap between what we do eat and what we're supposed to eat. So some of the top things I personally love most about Juice Plus is Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product in the world and is published in some of the top medical journals. Our research shows that it's 100% bioavailable, which means your body is going to absorb all of the nutrients from those plants. So you might be used to taking a multivitamin that you just buy at a store, and you take it and you go to the bathroom and you pee and you have this bright yellow pee, right? We call it our disco pee. What that means is your body isn't actually absorbing all of the nutrients in those vitamins. So that's not going to happen with Juice Plus because Juice Plus is food. It's 100% bioavailable. Your body knows what to do with it, and it's going to absorb all of the nutrients from those plants. Juice Plus is also NSF certified, which is, if you're not familiar with an NSF certification, it's actually, a step above organic. So when things are organic, they actually are allowed a certain percentage of pesticides, chemicals, things like that. When something's NSF certified, it's tested over and over again, and 0 contaminants are allowed in any NSF certified product. So you can be rest assured that, whatever's on the label is actually in the product, and nothing more, no heavy metals, no arsenic, no anything like that. We also have these amazing chewables. So they come in a chewable form too. It's the same fruits and vegetables that are in our capsules, but they come in a chewable. They're fantastic for kids or adults that don't like to swallow capsules. We keep them around our house. We munch on them. They're really yummy for a snack. And what the company has is this amazing program called the Healthy Starts for Families program. And with that program, for every adult that orders Juice Plus, they can actually sponsor a child to take it for free for up to 4 years. So that's ages 4 through college. So my husband and I take Juice Plus. We sponsor both of our kids. So our kids have now been on Juice Plus for free for the past 3 years, which has been amazing. And they're finding kids that take Juice Plus, they have less sick days from school. They're less doctor visits. They're starting to crave more fruits and vegetables and becoming more aware of their health. So it's just a really amazing program. Next, I want to quickly talk about our omegas. These are a 100% vegan full spectrum omega. So it's 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So you may be used to having your omega-3s from fish oil. Fish actually get their omegas from algae. So what Juice Plus does is they skip that middle fish. They went straight to the source. So the omegas in here are coming from not just algae, but also tomato seed oil, sea buckthorn oil, raspberry seed oil, all really great. It's all plant-based. So we know that omegas are great for hair, skin, inflammation, mood, and especially for brain health. Next, I want to quickly talk about our whole food complete powders. So my family totally loves these. These are delicious. They make a great snack or a meal, and they're filled with 15 additional plants that are different from the plants in our capsules. So they're all plant-based. They're 100% vegan. They're dairy-free, gluten-free. They're low glycemic, so they're safe for diabetics. They come in chocolate and vanilla. I love them both. And they're so delicious. So we make smoothies with them. We make puddings, we make protein balls, we make hot cocoa. So there's lots of great stuff that we do with it. And lastly, I just quickly wanted to touch on our tower garden. So this is our aeroponic tower garden. If you love to grow your own food, or maybe you're too scared to grow your own traditional garden like I am, I do not have a very good green thumb, but I can grow one of these like crazy, which is awesome. You'll love this. So I have one myself. I've had it for 3 years now. I grow outdoors in the summer. I grow indoors in the winter. And I just love being able to have, organic non-GMO produce growing at my house all year round. So I grow lettuces, Swiss chard, spinach, kale. When I'm outside, it's tomatoes and cucumbers and all herbs and all great things. So I love having that around. They're super simple to use. There's no dirt involved, and it really does take care of itself. So I know I went through that really quickly, but I'm excited to pass it on to a few people who are going to share their product stories, because it's really the stories that bring our products to life. So I am going to first pass it on to Lynette. Lynette, I'm going to unmute you, and you can share your business story.
Perfect.
Sorry, your product story.
Yeah, thank you. So hi everyone, I'm Lynette Cordero. I live in Maryland. And I would love to share my story with all of you guys. I am a mom of 3. My oldest 22, 21, and 10. Married for many, many, many years, and have 2 dogs as well. So super busy with life, doing what I do. I'm a health coach. I am also a manager in a Orange Theory studio. And I'm also a personal trainer. And now I'm here with all of you guys. And one of the most amazing things that I wanted to share with you guys is how, first of all, I got into all of this. One of the main things is that I was looking for a solution. I was looking for, my daughter was going through some situations health related, and I was very, very desperate. I was looking for answers, looking for options. We went in and out of the hospital, medical, doctor's appointments. And one day talking to Stacy, who is also on this call, mentioned a little bit of my frustration and what was going through. And she kind of like got me, talked to me about the product and talked to me about how Juice Plus works. So I dived in straight up with no questions asked. Everything she said, it made a total 100% sense to me. So I dived in and I started not only my daughter, but my youngest daughter and my husband and myself. All 4 of us started on the product, and it has been amazing to see the different changes, amazing to see all the good things that it's bringing up on our family. For my oldest daughter, her situation has been mostly clear up, and you know, I'm thinking part of it has to do with the Juice Plus and everything that we have been doing with the shred. She got clear up with all the different foods she was eating and got on the capsules and the shakes, and so far she's doing amazing. My youngest daughter is also doing great. She's taking the capsules. She's taking the gummies. She's taking the berry capsules and the gummies because she wants to have it all. And she's very excited about making sure she gets her capsules and all the gummies going on. She also takes the shakes before she go to school. Same thing for my husband, and same thing for me. Changes that I have been able to see on her specifically. She's not eating as much, snacking and going through all the snacks and different things that she was going through before. Her eating habits have been changing, even though they were good before, but they're getting much better, and it seems like ever since we got started. Another thing we have noticed is that, especially for me, people that haven't seen me in a long time, they're all of a sudden are like, what are you doing? Why you look so great? What's happening? What is it changing? And that's like an immediate, oh my God, it's Juice Plus. So I'm still fairly new and I'm still trying to find out all the amazing things, but these are just some of the things that are just started to happen. And I can't wait to see what else is going to come my way. And I'm very excited to share that in the future with you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lynette, for sharing. I just love, I think one of the things all of us love so much is that we can do Juice Plus as a family. You know, our kids can take it, everybody can take it, and we start to notice these changes all together. You know, and like you said, your daughter, you know, starting to eat healthier. You know, when you start fueling your body with so many different fruits and vegetables, you actually start to crave more good foods, right? So our taste buds change, everything starts to change. And, you know, when we start to do that, we just become healthier people. And I love that people are noticing it just by looking at you, because I hear that all the time. Like, our skin starts to look better because we're fueling ourselves better. You just have that glow, right? And when you, like Stacy said at the beginning of the call, when you start to feel healthier, you're actually happier. So I think that people see that in us a lot. So I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm excited to see down the road what other things you notice. So thank you. And next, I'm going to pass it on to Crystal. Crystal, I'm going to unmute you. You can share your story with us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Crystal McIntyre. I am as well very new to Juice Plus. I've been a part since, I'm going to say beginning April this year. I'm 28 years old. I currently am an office receptionist, soon to be a front-end manager in my best friend's bakery. I'm so excited. And I am also here with all of you. I was introduced to the product by 2 people. First one was Dawn. I don't know if she's currently on the call. but many of you probably know her. I was also introduced by Damaris. She is on the call. When Dawn first told me about the product, and I followed her on Facebook and Instagram, and she just blew up about the company, and I knew it had to be great because she was in love with it. You could clearly tell, but I wasn't ready. Damaris, which is one of my best friends, she got onto the product from Dawn, and she kind of raved about it, and it kind of clicked, like, why not? Just try it. Can't kill you, obviously. So the third thing I was going to tell you guys, so I've honestly fallen completely in love with the shakes. I love the capsules. They do amazing things, but the shakes are my best friends. I kind of have a little story, a little testimony when it comes to Juice Plus. About 11 years ago, I was told by my doctor that I had a tumor growing on my pituitary gland. For many of you that don't know what that is, it's actually the gland that controls all your hormones. So for about a year and a half, my menstrual cycle was completely off, meaning like completely off, like nothing was there. Symptoms weren't there. Nothing was there. So I was put on a medicine called Cabergoline. I was taking 2 full pills 2 times a week for the past 11 years. Finally getting onto this, with Juice Plus and onto the not supplements, but the capsules and the shakes. I have slowly been feeling, I say to everyone, I feel like a woman again. My symptoms are there. It's not, my menstrual cycle is not back, but I can definitely tell it's on its way. So now I don't tell my doctor because I haven't told my doctor yet, but I actually am down to 1 pill a week. And like I said, like I can feel it coming back, which is so exciting because what woman doesn't crave being a woman? So yeah, that's my testimony when it comes to Juice Plus.
All right. Well, Crystal, thank you for sharing that. And Lynette, same to you. The power of plants, right? That's all I have to say. You don't know what you're going to get until you try it. So
yeah,
your powers are extremely powerful. So thank you for sharing. So we're going to take this call right now. We're going to switch gears because we'd love for you to learn a little bit more about, we have amazing products. We also have an amazing business structure, and Hilary is going to go through that.
All right. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Hilary Granite. I live in Washington, D.C. I'm a mom of twin boys who are in 2nd grade. I'm also a physical therapist and an IIN health coach. I've been part of the Juice Plus company for about 4 years. Actually, it's over 4 years, 4.5 years at this point. As a physical therapist and a health coach, I know how critically important it is to flood our bodies with all the nutrients that Juice Plus gives us. And so that's why I recommend it to my friends, my family, and all my patients as well. And that's why I said yes to the business. So as Stacy said, I'm going to talk more about the business and instead of the products, because you've already heard some amazing product stories. Early on, I saw the big picture of this type of business model and the ability to make passive income and residual income. Although I love being a physical therapist, and as a physical therapist, I make a decent income. I'm happy with my income, but I'm always trading dollars for hours. And I don't have the time freedom that I want. And I also own my own PT clinic in DC. And so owning my own PT clinic comes with a ton of stress and overhead and expenses and human resource issues. And so there's a lot of stuff that in a traditional business that I have that's not all positive, that with my Juice Plus business, I don't have any of those negative things of running your own business and having your own business. The other thing is, as a physical therapist and a lot of other careers out there, you're always trading dollars for hours. And so if I want to take time off with my kids or go on vacation, I don't get paid. If a patient cancels, I don't get paid. And so I was really looking for a way to make that passive income that, I can make the money when I'm on vacation, or I do this business really in stolen moments. My kids, I just put to bed. I do it when they go to bed at night. I do it when a patient cancels. I do it as I do life. I do it even on the playground, on the weekends, talking to other moms. I just integrate it into my life. So there are some people who want to do this business like full on. It's their number one source of income. And some people do it as a side hustle, side business. You can really do it any way that you want. I think of this Juice Plus business as an asset that I'm building over time while I'm working my full-time job that I know eventually will surpass my physical therapy income. Also as a physical therapist, I never really had a plan B, which I mean by that is if at some point I'm ready to retire or it's really a physically demanding job, if at some point my body can't handle being a physical therapist, or even more, say I get injured, I didn't really have a backup plan. I didn't know how I was going to provide for my family or what I was going to do next, and until Juice Plus came along. And so now this is my backup plan, which I know, as I said, is going to become my plan A. So as much as I love this business model, I didn't start off that way. I had a lot of questions and skepticisms around the business model, as I'm sure some of you do as well. So I just want to kind of talk about what a typical business structure looks like and then compare it to the Juice Plus business structure. Because the great thing about the Juice Plus business structure is that we're going to teach you a way to work smarter, not harder. Because a lot of us were brought up, including me, to work really hard, and that's the only way you're going to be successful. So a typical business structure looks like a triangle. And the CEO is at the top. And then you have all these layers. And the only way that you can get to the top is by working up those layers. The people at the bottom I usually call the daily grind. They're the ones trading dollars for hours. There's very little room at the top. There's only one CEO in every single organization. And the only way you can get to even those top levels of management is by being super competitive. And most people aren't wanting you to succeed because they don't want you to take their job. So the thing about Juice Plus business, you take that exact same triangle, but flip it upside down. So we're exactly the opposite. The beautiful thing is that we all come in making, we all come in at the exact same level. It doesn't matter what your background is. You could be a healthcare provider, a yoga instructor, a bartender, a stay-at-home mom. It totally doesn't matter. We all come in at the same level, which also means we all have the same ability and capability and potential to make it all the way to the top. We also come in with the same exact marketing plan, and we all pay $50, the same exact, to become a distributor. We also have levels, just like any other business. And the only way that we work our way up the ladder is by helping others. The more people that we help, the higher up you're going to go and the faster you're going to go. Our top level, unlike a CEO, is called a national marketing director. And on our top level, you can see how wide this is compared to this. There are so many people, anyone who starts this business can get to that top level, where it's not competitive, it's collaborative, we help each other, we want people to succeed. And at that top level, you get full benefits, which includes medical, dental, tuition reimbursement, prescriptions, we get bonuses. I mean, I know working for myself, I haven't gotten a bonus in years, ever since I opened my business until I started with Juice Plus. So that's how the business model works. And I just want to go ahead and debunk a few myths as well. So a lot of times people are like, oh, it's network marketing. It's one of those things. And I actually was one of those people who thought that too and was pretty skeptical about it. But the more I've learned about the business model and read some books on it and really learned about how amazing this company is, first of all, pyramid schemes are illegal. If this was illegal, this would have been put out of business years and years ago. This company has been around for 25 years, maybe 26 at this point. We had the same CEO that started the business. He's still running the business, and we are in 26 different countries. So if you want a global business, you can have a global business, and it's going to continue to grow around the world, which is pretty amazing. And then the second myth is that people think that you have to like selling or be really good at selling. I personally don't like to sell things, and most of the people that you've heard on this call don't like selling either. This business is not about selling. It's really just about sharing about something that you love, just as you would share who you get your haircut from or your favorite restaurant. You know, all day long when I'm talking to patients, people will say, oh, who do you recommend for whatever, or what's your favorite restaurant in the city? And I'm not getting any commission for giving my recommendations, but we do with Juice Plus. And once you start taking the product, you're going to fall in love with it, just as all of us have. And it's going to be very easy to recommend it. You're just going to want to talk about it. So it's really not about selling. And then third myth is that you need to know a lot of people. And that's just not true either. It's really just a teach business. And I also like to say it's you earn as you learn. So let me just show you how this works here. So when I started in the business, my friend Amanda, who's on this call, introduced it to me. And then I introduced the business to Stacy, who's on the call. And I also introduced it to Becky. And then Becky introduced it to Allison. And Allison introduced it to Jenny, and Stacy introduced it to a couple people. And then I kept introducing it too. And so you can see this is called the popcorn effect. So just by introducing it to just a couple people, two to start out, and they introduce the two people, it just continues to grow, and you don't need to know a ton of people. So just to show you the power of numbers, because I know a lot of people learn differently visually. So if I introduced it to two people, they introduced it to two, that becomes 4. If 4 introduced to 2, that becomes 8. 8 people introduced to 2, that becomes 16. And then it just keeps going to 32 and to 64. If someone decides that they really want to like go gung-ho with this business, or that they happen to know a lot of people who they think would be interested, and they decide to introduce it to 5 people instead of 2, you can see how quickly it grows. So if 5 people introduce to 5, it becomes 25. If 25 introduces to 5, it becomes 125, and then it just goes up really quickly to 625. So you can grow this business really quickly just by this whole duplication effect, and you don't need to know a lot of people. So that's how the business works. I hope I answered most of your questions. If not, we can answer questions at the end. What brings everything to life is hearing stories. So I'm going to pass it over to Damy, who's going to do her business story and say why she said yes to the business.
Hi guys, I'm Damy Pichardo. I am a mom to a 6-year-old boy. So I said yes to the product sometime in April, and quickly after that just fell so in love and was introduced by Dawn, and said yes to the business. So just seeing how inspiring her journey has been with this company, being able to leave corporate America and fully focus on serving others and helping others with their health. I'm like, okay, I want to be able to do that too. So just so you know, by day, I work with HR data all day long. And then I like to say that by night, I'm a yoga instructor. So I've been a yoga instructor for about a year. And what I've fallen in love with this business is that it's given me the resources, the guide, the community, the group of people that are now helping me to make my way out. And I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I was so afraid that I would have to sell, but being on my own health journey within the last 4.5 years and doing what I've been doing, just sharing, you know, how I love going to the gym and being able to inspire my family to be on this health journey as well. Now I feel like I have a platform to do that with this company, and that's to be able to guide people and help them in their own health journey. So that's what gets me excited. That's what motivates me every single day. And it just feels so easy. It comes off natural because the products are so amazing that honestly, I'm just recommending, and people are seeing the why. They're seeing the changes within me. So that makes them super curious. So it's been amazing. It's been amazing. In the last year, I feel like we've taken 3 to 4 vacations, all thanks to this company, and we haven't been able to do that in a few years. So it's been great. So yeah, that's it.
All right, I think we're going to pass this on to Darcy now, who's going to share her story.
Hi, so I'm Darcy and I live in Wyoming, and I am married and I have 3 dogs, and I really hope they don't go off in the middle of this, so bear with me if they do. But my family owned an oil field tool company here, and we sold it in June of 2018. And I stayed on with the new owners until this last spring. And then I left, and because I didn't want to do that forever, and that was part of the reason we sold. And I took the summer to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. So I didn't want to just jump into another job. So August rolled around and I still hadn't really found anything thing that I was like, yeah, you know, that's really what I want to do with my life. Cause I'm only 27. So I have a long time till retirement here. And so I had started taking the Juice Plus product and it made me feel so good. And it just changed my life so much. I was like, I'm going to join this business. And I actually listened to this call and then joined a couple months ago. And like, I'm going to talk about it anyway. So I may as well get paid for it. And since then, it's just been really amazing. And this group of people is really inspiring. And part of this business is we get to do it however we want to. So, you know, lots of different people have talked about the way that they do it. And one of the things that I have gotten to do is this last weekend, I got to hold an event with my friends and family to just get together and do something fun. But I also got to talk about the business and talk about the products and the way they changed my life. And so we got together and we painted canvases and to hang in our kitchens. And it was a lot like this call at the beginning. I got up, I talked about the products, I shared my product story and my business story. And my mom actually got up and shared her story. And it was just really fun to do something different. And I like holding events like that. And so I'm really excited. I've only been doing this for a couple months. I'm really excited to see what is around the corner for me and to see what happens. I'm working really hard towards my next goal and see what happens not only for myself, but this group of people that gets on these calls every single week.
Well, thank you, Darcy, for sharing. And Damy, thank you for sharing your story too. So the stories really do bring everything to light. And you know, everyone has a different reason why. Why do they start the products? Why do they start the business? And so with that, we would just like to say, what if? You know, so we invited you and you were invited to this call for a reason. And we want you to think about what if you could have more health in your life? What if someone you loved could have better health? What if you could create more wealth for yourself? What if you could create more wealth for other people, right? How good would that feel? And so, you know, we're going to wrap up the call and, you know, thank you for coming at this point in time. We're at time, so I'm going to just stop it right there. But think about who you might want to share this with and who's looking for something different. This is an amazing community of people, as Darcy said, and you don't know until you get into it that such a place can exist for you. So thank you again for coming. Feel free to share this call and reach out to others who might be interested in joining our mission. So we're going to wrap up right there. And Allison's going to stop recording.
Yep, I'm going to stop the recording.